How'd you do, I? See you met my faithful handyman. No! Not another one! I'll save you! It's what Batman would do! He's just a little brought down, you see, when you knocked. He thought you were the Candyman.
When I was young, I designed a machine to turn ghosts into paintings, and I traveled the world collecting them. That's horrible.
Okay. A quick shot. Oh, thank you. Thank you very much. Yeah, that came out wrong. You're not helping. You're not helping your case. You're not making this any better. You realize that.
Oh, it was glamorous, I can tell you. The souls of the dearly departed who couldn't rest, and you just went around and you started turning them into paintings. You're a monster. Well, tonight, I'm going to invite the whole town over for your birthday party. Oh, Grandma, no! So I'd better start getting ready, shouldn't I? Where's my guillotine? Because that one door says, no, you need 2 stars to enter. I figured that was the door to the final boss. And apparently no. But then again, that was a week ago. I was very young and naive then. No!
Excuse me. Coming through. Sorry. Couldn't help it. I'm completely incompetent. Damn, I look good running into those heels. Ow!
Thanks to philosophy, all is forgiven.
And welcome, gentle viewers and listeners, to today's stream. I am Coyote de la Mancha, howling at windmills and tilting at the moon. This episode's not-for-profit is the Southern Poverty Law Center. The Southern Poverty Law Center is most famously known for their takedown of a certain white sheet-clad homegrown terrorist organization in the 80s by way of the aptly named Klan Watch. Ooh, I leveled up. Nice. They strive to strengthen voting rights, end unjust imprisonment, and eliminate poverty and economic inequality, dismantle white supremacy. All the things that seem to really bother a lot of the people who consider themselves to be in charge right now. So, obviously, they don't get any money from the government. They never charge their clients for their services. So, if you're in a position to give them a little bit of funds, because they're currently under harassment and investigation by the current regime's DOJ, that would be a lovely thing. Failing that, if you can... Oh, sneaking cloud or web, that's a hard choice. Failing that, if you can let people know if you know anybody who may be in need of their services. Either way, link is in the description. And so, on with our show. I am currently trying to select spells. I'm finally getting new spells, oh my god. Because sleep has been so nerfed that half the time it's completely useless in this game. But it's great against spiders. So, that's good at least. Oh, that's melee only, the very thing that I strive to avoid. Blur. What does blur do in this system? Okay. Okay, that's basically comparable with the tabletop version. Let's see, what's the range on that? 15 feet. Well, I'm not sure if I trust that because archery is supposed to have an effective range in against a single opponent in tens of yards easily, and against groups of opponents hundreds of yards. So I'm not sure if I agree with, if I believe them when they say Agonizar's Scorcher has a 15-foot range. 3d6 damage with no save, though. That could be handy. Detect evil. Oh, that would have been useful a while back. Hey. No, not you, honey. Visions is, oh, horror? Having been on the receiving end of horror, 15-foot radius, 40-foot range. Yeah. There's nothing to help you appreciate the usefulness of any weapon, especially a spell, quite like having it used against you. I don't really need strength. Pretty much everybody on my front line is already ballsack levels of crazy powerful. Physically, anyway. Vocalize is a good contingency against silence, but I am surrounded by badasses. So, Stinking Cloud or Web? Oh, save versus at +2, or be sent reeling and fall down for 1d2 rounds. Those who successfully save can just leave the cloud. Okay, that's different than what I remember. What about web? I need something area effect to just slow people down. Maximum area of about 15 foot in radius. Roughly the same size as a fireball. Okay, yeah, alright. Creatures caught within webs. Saving throw versus spell with a -2 penalty. Each round that a creature remains in the web, it must make a saving throw or be unable to move. What they don't tell you is that you get a new saving throw every round to see if the spell just spontaneously releases you, which is a nerf that I feel was largely unnecessary, but I have been willing to use it to my advantage. Alright, I think of the two, I'm going to go for web. Oh, I only get one, huh? It's horror or it's web. Well, since I'm in the middle of the frickin' Cloakwood, I'm going with horror for right now. I don't remember specifically if ettercaps are immune to the web spell or if spiders are immune to the web spell, but I could see that being a thing. So I'm not gonna. Now I'm at level 4. I think it's at either level 5 or level 6 that I get another proficiency, and at that point I'm gonna go for Sling. I'll admit I just chose Quarterstaff for this character because I personally love fighting Quarterstaff. But if I had been thinking tactically, I would have been all Sling all the way. I'm going to adjust something with the chat real quick because I'm not seeing anybody at all. Alright, be just a moment while I adjust that, because people are chatting and I'm not able to perceive them, and that is not cool. So let's move this up a little bit, please. There we go. Okay. Yeah, and it's set for top chat. I want all messages. And move that up a little bit. Okay. Yeah, RE fan is like, Arthur, we in Baldur's Gate yet? Like, it's like, yeah, cool your jets, Dutch. We're barely out of. I don't think we're even out of Act 1 yet. You think we're gonna get out of the Cloakwood and then go to Baldur's Gate? Have a little goddamn faith, Arthur. Have a little goddamn faith. We'll get there. Yeah. Resident Evil Tadari fan flamethrowers. And yeah, it turns out outer caps are immune to web spells, also spiders. Which, okay, that makes no sense. But I'm going to roll with it. It's a video game, and concessions must needs be made for game balance. All right. So, almost everyone is doing well on hit points except for Zan. Thanks for noticing me. Oh, Zan, you're welcome. You poor thing, you. See, he's level 2. So he'll get caught up because of the way that the experience point system works. It'll just take him a little bit. Hopefully he can stay alive until then. Not much chance of it. Okay, dude, you just cheer the heck up. That works, right? When you see somebody who's depressed, you just tell them that, you know, just cheer up. That works. Kind of like when you encounter somebody who's having a heart attack and you're just like, have you considered not having heart problems? It's the same thing. It works. All right, Tiber. I don't remember what you had to say. You haven't found Chilak yet. Please keep looking. That's right. Okay, he wanted us to look for... a guy. Okay, we're after the hidden base in the Cloakwoods. Alright. Documents in Tazok's chest. Bandits are being played as pawns by a power group called the Iron Throne. A base of theirs somewhere in the Cloakwood. Okay. I was hoping that I knew more than that and I just didn't remember. Apparently no! No, I do not. Okay, here we go. Man named Tiber in the Cloakwood and told him we'd try to find his brother Chilak. According to Tiber, his brother entered the Cloakwood in an attempt to destroy a spider infestation. Oh god, he is dead meat on a stick. Okay. Don Mars is like, Dutch, Micah got taken! And I mean, if I have never played Red Dead Redemption, but I've seen a little bit over the shoulders of friends, and I'm kind of like, oh, you know what? I think that's probably for the best, actually. Hey, trap found. Way to go, Imoen. Now, Imoen, just so everybody remembers, her Find Traps is at 60. So, it is a very fine thing. Let's see now if she can disarm the trap. Yays! Okay, trap successfully disarmed. Can we tell what kind of trap? Can we tell who set the trap? What can we learn from this trap? Nothing. Okay, moving on. Again, yeah, it's the limitations of the time, but, darn it. Oh yeah, I should probably rest so that I can actually learn the horror spell. I'll do that after this encounter. When Micah got pile-driven by Batman. Ah, good times. Oh. Okay. So, there we go. Alright. Now we only have one spider to deal with. This is what the sleep spell is supposed to do. Okay. Alright. Moving on. Yeah, I don't know how to break this to you. What's your name? Tiber? Your friend is bleeding demise. Yeah, one thing that's interesting about the way that they run sleep in this game. One way that it is more powerful is that you can just keep attacking them forever and they will not wake up. They'll just die. Which is different than in tabletop. On the other hand, they gave it a saving throw. And in 5th edition, or at least in Baldur's Gate 3, apparently they really nerfed it on its intensity, such that, you know, it's like, oh yeah, you mystically enchanted the, you know, half the party to go to sleep. Okay. Everybody just spends a moment. They nudge their friends delicately with their toes. Everybody who was asleep now is instantly awake. They lose no actions, and everybody's back in the fight. So, Baldur's Gate 3 just nerfed sleep in a different way. I feel like sleep is really unnecessarily beleaguered and abused by video games. Let's see if I can sleep. Yeah, I could have gotten the flamethrower spell, but I decided to get horror instead. Oh, and I almost forgot. Speaking of spell selections, Zan, you have spells, don't you? So let's go ahead and have you learn a few, shall we? In fact, don't I have... I do not. I do not have any more scrolls for you. Did I just leave them all with Nira? I might have. Oh well. That's fine. Let me double check my spells. Yes. Okay. I have horror. This is good. And being 2nd level, this is, yeah, that's all he gets. However, he also has his badass ancestral sword. So we won't hold that against, yeah, everybody eat the, we will not hold any of this against him. We will not press that point. We will move past. Now, since there was a trap there, obviously something or someone doesn't want us to get past. Now, what kind of trap was it? Was it a mechanical trap? Was it a magical trap? Was it a line of webbing to alert spoders of our approach? This was carefully analyzed, detected, and eliminated by a professional thief. Therefore, we will never know. And yeah, I know it's the medium, but I'm just like, that's kind of an oversight. And you are an Ettercap. Great. The very thing I was hoping to avoid is upon us. I kept looking at this and thinking, well, giant spiders, but at least there's no Ettercaps. Oh, wait. There's only one, maybe between all of us, we can take out one Ettercap. Maybe, possibly, maybe. I mean, you know, it could happen, is what I'm saying. Okay. And yes, in fact, the other cap is gone and apparently nobody died. Alright. And this is a greenstone ring. Outstanding. Wonderful. Beautiful. Whilst I still think of it, I'm going to put that in my gem bag. And that's right, that's a bastard sword, which, I mean, we'll identify it later. Alright. Okay. Imowen? Any traps? Any traps on Imowen? No? Are you sure? I'm just saying. We're going into, take your time, strange, hostile, web-filled territory. This is no, average nature walk. John Cena, are you sure about that? But I know ninjutsu. Oh, hello. There's stuff. I'm sure that nothing bad could ever happen here in a place with random stuff. Okay, looks... Let me go ahead and arrange everybody so that we are prepared to repel attackers. Okay. Now, magic scimitar, magic ring, leather armor. Now with my superior lore, I can easily tell that this is... Yep, that's a scimitar, all right. And that's definitely a ring. Okay, saving that for later. Moving on. Okay, so we need to pay careful attention. There's some very important stuff going on. We've got people we need to be ready for. Are you a fan? Are they hookers? No. No, they are not hookers. Alright. We have found stuff. Okay, now my hope is that it will turn out... First of all, my hope is that this ring ends up being like a ring of free action or something. Because that would explain somebody being so confident as to come into this god-forsaken woods by themselves. Then right there you lost me. Alright. Fortunately, we're not like on a time crunch in-game. So... And then quick save. Save! In the name of all that is holy, I identify with spell. The Iron Thorn. Another one? No wonder the guy died. What the hell? Yeah, charisma -4 kills your movement rate and gives you the appearance of an undead. None of the powers of an undead, just the appearance. It's like, why would anyone make this? Alright, identify scimitar. Rashad's Talon +2. Named for Prince Rashad, former ruler of a minor principality to the east, this blade and many of the prince's possessions were taken by disgruntled palace guards after his death. Oh, he was popular. The role of the guards in the unfortunate affair was never determined, but rumor has it that all died within a year, slain by this very weapon. Yeah, this is something I want to carry around. There's no chance that this could be cursed. You know what? Minsky, can you just... Yeah, hold on to that stuff. I'll just put the iron thorn in my little bag. I mean, okay, it's weird enough that there was an iron thorn ring. Okay? That was odd. Because judging from its appearance, it was deliberately made to do this. This isn't something that somebody messed up in its creation and they accidentally made a cursed item. No, they sat down and said, you know what I need to do with the ridiculous amount of time and energy that it takes to create a magic item? I need to make a ring like Lazarus. Little known fact, Jesus did not actually raise Lazarus from the dead. There's a lot of miracles that it turns out, thanks to recently discovered tracts of ancient religious writings, such as the Book of Bump, that in actuality, yeah, it didn't. It didn't happen quite the way that it is often interpreted. For example, according to the earliest available texts, Jesus did not say this man is dead. Nobody, it was a huge party the previous night, and Lazarus was hung over. JC was like, "Oh my God, this guy looks dead." Fortunately, he happened to know a really great hangover cure. Now, unfortunately for Lazarus, it involved hot mustard and ipecac. But, it worked. But it's not exactly something that I would call a miracle that it did. That will absolutely sober you up. Why is your sword out, you strange person? You have a sling. Oh, you have no stones for your sling. Zan, you got no stones. I'm so mature. Okay, that explains it then, Zan. It doesn't explain why you still have Fist as your only available freaking thing. Alright, because I didn't give you the stones. Okay, that makes sense now. Alright, that's not you, Zan, that's me. That was me. I did that. Imoen, auto-paused, weapon unusable. Why is your weapon unusable? Oh, okay, maybe she just moved from one quiver to another. That could happen. Okay. Well, hopefully it's usable. Hopefully it didn't, like, break a string or something. There we go. Okay. As we slowly make our way through this god-awful place. Wait, what time of year is this? What time of year is it? Is this towards winter solstice? I'm starting to think maybe it is. Of Kythorn. Yeah, this is, oh my God, this is almost Christmas. Ah. Coming this Christmas to a theater near you, the most horrifying film you've ever seen. There's a homicidal maniac who finds a Cub Scout troop, and he knocks off 2 or 3 in every scene. Please Please don't reveal the secret ending to your friends. Don't spoil the big surprise. You... Oh my god! Okay, that's a sword spider. What the hell is a sword spider doing on the surface? What, did people just feel bored? Why is there a sword spider on the surface? What the actual hell, people? Yeah, a sword spider. They're the kinds of things that drow fear. Okay? Oh my god, why? Okay. They get something like 4 attacks around with their vorpal appendages or whatever. I forget all the details. Okay. You know what? I'm gonna try to do the sleep just in case it'll work on this god-awful thing. You never know, right? It could happen. Okay. Alright, Zan. Need you to move here. And then you can cast that spell in the hopes of discombobulating this situation. Oh my god. Okay, a sword spider. I'm so glad I quick saved. Because this is nature trail to hell. Oh, come on. Really? Sword spider, too high level for color spray. See, this, with this, you get that kind of feedback. Okay, he was right on top of it, and somehow this guy all the way feckin' over here, he is not within the range of that. That should not be able to happen. That is a cone effect. Screw you, game. Oh my god. Yeah, it would be nice if the game was more consistent with feedback. It would be nice if it was a little more exacting on area of effect. I mean, look at Dorn. Dorn is all the way over here. Zan cast a spell at the sword spider that's supposed to be, if I recall, it's like it's either a 45 degree or a 90 degree effect. It should not have affected frickin' Dorn over here, our heaviest hitter. Oh well, let's see where this goes. Insk takes 7 piercing damage from Sword Spider. Yeah, we're off to a rip-roaring start. Okay, Old person won't apply, silence doesn't matter. Aid. I forget, does aid affect everybody? 1 creature. Okay. Sanctuary. Chant. Is that everybody? The entire party, yes. Okay. Chant it is. Yep. And each attack on Minsk is... Oh yeah, let's just do 12 points of damage at a time. What is the difficulty setting that I have for this again? Difficulty is supposed to be core rules. Very funny. Okay. Apparently I should have immediately started healing mints. Yeah. This thing is horrible. Okay. Let's see if it's immune to horror. In theory, it shouldn't affect the people... Well, actually, wait a minute. Okay, I can only target it where people can walk, apparently. So... just in case, in this game, I can hit my own people with horror. Let's go ahead and target that there. And... aid on Minsk. And I'm going to heal Minsk. Aha! Oh my god, it worked! Okay. Dorn is still asleep, which is terrible. And everybody just pepper this horrible thing with whatever missile weapons you have. Why are you running amongst us? Why are you not running away? This makes no sense to me. Keep firing, assholes! I know, poor Pooh Bear. Auto-paused, enemy sighted. Okay, he just ran out of view for a moment and then ran back in, apparently. Okay. Yeah, Zan, ironically, is saving the day with his frickin' magic wand. Okay. What does this do again? Slow poison. Alright, I don't need that. Moen, you heal up Minsk. And I will take on throwing rocks at the spider. Okay. It's gone. It's gone. Ladies and gentlemen, the horrible sword spider from the nethermost depths of the Underdark is gone! Yes! Yes! Holy crap! We did it! Oh, Cruella de Vil's gone! She's gone, darling, and she's never coming back! Holy crap! Oh, that was awful. Right, moving on. And yeah, I'm sure Deadpool would want the spider as a pet. I don't. Okay. The time has obviously come for a dramatic and painful reassessment of the situation. That was a sword spider. Also, spells are not supposed to work like that. But that was a sword spider. Also, just for future reference, Izzy the Fool, would you be willing and able to look up, see if you can tell whether horror in this game can affect your own party members? Am I at risk of doing horror onto my own people? Sword spider, spider sword, sword of spider, spider of sword. Yeah, they're awful. And again, I'm like, I don't know that literally every attack they do is supposed to do up to 12 frickin' points of damage, but it seems like everything is cranked up to 11, you know? So, okay. Let's contemplate this for a moment. What the hell is a sword spider doing up here? I mean, people talk about conspiracies going, oh my god, this goes all the way to the top. In D&D, it goes all the way to the bottom. The so-called Iron Throne, are they operating out of a Drow city? Is that what this is? Because, what the hell, man? Yes, dear God. Okay. Out of curiosity, Zan, how much do you have? Yeah, he doesn't have much until next level because we've been killing all of this tough crap and just, oh my god, why? Just why? Alright. Let's try eeping again. Nature trail to hell. Nature trail to hell. In 3D. Yeah, well, at this rate, pal, you're gonna be 3rd level before you know it. Yeah, it's interesting that that they have it that the person who is sleeping in this game just sleeps through all of their attacks, because in 1st and 2nd edition, that is not how that works. I mean, a person who is under the effects of magical sleep is difficult to wake up, which I feel is appropriate. Unlike, apparently, Baldur's Gate 3. But, they're not impossible. You stab somebody or cut somebody or arrow somebody. Ah, but he is under the effects of a sleep spell. Yeah, they're going to notice that, pal. And when I was first playing this, I was like, okay, I need to make sure that I attack only one guy at a time. Because as soon as I start hitting them with sleep, they're gonna wake up. Oh, no, apparently not. Which, frankly, I have no problem with the idea of having having it so that anybody who's being attacked and taking damage while they're asleep wakes up if it means that you stop giving them an additional saving throw on top of every other fucking thing. Kill it! Kill it with fire! Kill it with fire! Kill it! Kill it a lot! Okay, thank you. I do not understand. Yeah, more spiders. Lots and lots of spiders. And I keep wondering, like, I mean, they call it the Cloakwood. Why do they call it the Cloakwood? Is there, like, some dark canopy that hangs over all of the woods because of all of the webbing? Because, I mean, that would make a certain ounce of sense. But I didn't... Yeah, should I call it GoldenEye Strike? I don't know, maybe. Now notice throughout all of this, this guy here, Tiber, he's just standing here. Giant spiders will just wander past him so that they can attack us. Which, why? Maybe his friend is still alive if he also has that same mysterious power. Oh god, it's an outer cap. I mean, I don't know. The problem is the baseline seems to shift around so much with this stuff. I don't know. I don't know how much of this is just, oh well, it's game logic, don't think about it too much, and how much of it is actually story. I can't tell. And that's not... When you're into it for the story as much as I am, that's not a comfortable place to be. Alright, Zan. Level up, my dude. And you have access to no second level spells yet. Well, yeah, Nira used up all of those scrolls, I think, before we found out that she's basically just unplayable. Sorry about that. Oh, and Dorn leveled up. Well, that's cool. Hang on. Did he Dorn up? Did he level up? Ready to level up. Yeah, let's go ahead and level him up real quick, too. Because I think we're going to need it. Okay, Captain, 40 hit points. Alright, everybody. Let's gang up on the outer cap. Okay, now see here, Emma gave him 12 missile damage, but that's because she gave a critical hit. You know, when somebody with darts just does 20 damage at a strike, we've got a creature that's like, oh yeah, just hit you for 12 points or more. That's a different thing. Alright, boys. Oh wait, you're right here in the thick of it, huh? Yeah, you should probably use a missile weapon too. There we go. Okay. See, as long as it's all 6 of us and only one opponent around here at a time, then they're only, you know, terrifying. Protection from petrification. I have a feeling we may need those in the future. Yeah. Our cat just turned into Sean Bean from Lord of the Rings. Alright. That is actually a reference that I do not get. I am aware that there's a character called Mr. Bean. Is that who that is? Oh my god, another Ettercap! Okay. Everybody attack the Ettercap. Oh my god. Why is everything so terrible? Oh crap, there's two of them. Okay. Spell time. Oh, you bastards. Okay. Now they can't move. Can they still attack? That is the question. Coyote de la Mancha attacks, casts sleep. They don't care. There is no, oh, they're too high level. There is no, they're immune to the effects. Yeah, they just don't care. Alright, so apparently, if I'm reading this right, the effects of the web go all the way out around here. So, yeah, okay. Because Gygax has a cruel sense of humor. I don't think this is Gygax. I think this is somebody else. Oh, no, they can't attack at all. They just can't move because they're webbed. Okay. Okay, so if you are affected by a web in this game, you cannot do anything at all. Okay, and Imoen is also webbed. I didn't realize that. Okay, so I am not affected yet. Dorn is not affected yet. Zan is not affected yet. No, Dorn is affected. But Zan and I are the only ones unaffected. Zan, yeah, pull back. Okay. So, if you're caught in the web in this game, you literally cannot move your mouth or your fingers even. Which is, again, an interesting interpretation. Yeah. Yeah, you're not allowed to do anything but die. Okay. Good to know, I guess. Let's see if I can stay free long enough to cast Horror. Yeah. Yeah. RE fan, I'm feeling you. Oh, good. It affected one of them. Meanwhile, both of my heavy hitters just died because that's all they can do. Because web, I guess. Yeah, okay. Nature Trail to Hell in 3D. So, yeah, this is fun. So they're mostly impervious. Oh, and now I'm held. Does it say that I failed my save? Did I fail my save? I'm a mage. I've got a really good save versus spell, y'all. No. I'm just held. What the hell? Game? Okay, look. I'm not gonna do this if you're not doing this, okay? If you're not going to take this seriously, don't expect players to take this seriously. Yeah. Wow. And a round passes so quickly in this that Imoen did not have time to run out of the effects of spell before she was held again. Space is warped and time is bendable. Yep, and there I go. Yeah, and Imoen's just dead. And the one that's panicked, he's not, I mean, he's panicked, but he is calm within the panic. He's just looking at this saying, well, I know that I'm going to calm down eventually. So I'm just going to hang out here until it wears off. And then I can eat. So, okay. Holy crap. Now, I had said before that I wanted to finish the whole Cloakwood thing before moving on to Alone in the Dark. I'm starting to think maybe I might go ahead and just move on to that next, because I've never played it before. I've never seen it played before. But it might be refreshing to play something that's supposed to be a horror game. That's supposed to be, yeah, everything is unfair and everybody's doomed. Which, is this really supposed to do that? Do I need to change the difficulty? As this has gotten ridiculous. You know, we've reached the point that if this was tabletop, I would be legitimately looking at the ref and going, okay, dude, look, is there something I'm missing here? So, okay. And somebody cast web back there. It wasn't me. But that's okay, because here we go. I'm going to try this section again, and depending on how it goes, I may review the difficulty level on this and just figure that their idea of core rules, this is the way the tabletop is played, is basically a bunch of fart gas. Taking it slow. Doot, 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 doot. Yeah, they, I'm not going to worry about casting sleep because it has been demonstrated that they are immune to sleep somehow. Wait a minute. There's a piece of paper. There's a scroll. Oh, yeah, that's the... Okay, this time she detected the... How hard is it to detect that trap? Oh my god. Because we were futzing around here last time around, and, you know, with her getting multiple rolls on 60, and it never came up. So, okay. Well, that explains where the web came from. Sort of. Ettercap webbing does not work like that, but fine. Like I say, I'm starting to get the impression that no, in fact, this is not according to core games. Which is fine. I don't have a problem with that. Just, you know, call it what it is. Call it what you're doing. Are you guys gonna... What? No. Feckin' no. Ah. Alright. Heavy hitter. There. And there. Emowin, you please disarm the trap here. Not where I told you to go to do that, but okay. And we will seek to end this horror in a way that makes an ounce of sense. Okay. Now. Oh my god, that frickin' web. I'm looking at that, I'm like, does it work that way when I cast that spell? Because, my deep, dark, and abiding suspicion is that it probably doesn't. Okay, I've got Dorn carrying all of the scrolls. That's where they went. Are we out? Are we out? We have used up all of the antidote. And since we don't have a particular chemical, that a particular piece of alchemy that has to be bought with money, I think that just means that everybody dies. But I'm going to try something. Low poison on Dorn. Dorn has Aura of Despair. Oh my. Okay, that's useful. Poison weapon. Absorb. Okay. They use venom, therefore they're probably categorically immune to all poisons in this system. So, and they're not impervious to fear. And that can only be used once per day. So, okay. Keep firing, assholes!
I cannot fall.
Working on it! Alright. By the way, if I have managed to make you laugh, or grin, or give a wry smile, please consider giving the video a like. And if you'd like to see more, please go ahead and give a subscribe. I am going to be going, as I mentioned before, from this to Alone in the Dark, which I understand is a game that is very well received. And I'm hoping that those of you who have been enjoying watching this so far will also enjoy watching me struggle against that particular, whatever that situation is. I don't know. But we will find out together. And he's poisoned again. Yeah. Okay, I cast slow poison on him. He shouldn't be just dying this quickly.
No finer a place to die than the battlefield.
The description of slow poison is very specific. It says that it affects one creature. Alright, hang on a minute. Did I misread that? Did I misread that? Hang on a minute. Slow poison, here we go. Yeah, when this spell is placed upon a poisoned individual, it greatly slows the effects of venom, actually neutralizing all but the most deadly poisons. Area of effect, one creature. Oh, they changed how it worked in the computer game. It's not, despite the description, it doesn't affect one creature, and greatly slow poison for that creature. And it turns out, okay, it affects one dose of poison. And then if you get poisoned again, you just die anyway. What the hell use is this ability then? What use is it when you have to wait until the battle is over anyway in order to cast it, or it just gets negated by the next round of poison? I have so many questions. Okay. Welp. Your inventory is full. Thorn Bear died again. We are all very sad. Headshot +2. Longbow. Longbow. Composite longbow. Okay. Standard longbow. We can afford to leave behind, I think. Let's see. Yeah, what do you have that's relatively light? Hand that stuff over to Bronwyn. We need to go back to town. Need to go back to town. And Bronwyn. How you doing there? All right, you're doing well. Let's just... Yeah, all right, that should be fine. Now, Minsk can pick up the other heavy stuff. Actually, give all of that to Zan. He needs to memorize stuff anyway. Zan, you need more spells. Hate to say it. Hopefully some of them will work. Alright. I'm going to give the protection from petrification to Bronwyn. Just as kind of a private little joke between us. Deposit longbow. His sword. Potion. Ring. Zan. Take that. Emowyn. Take longbow. Oh, Emowyn went up a level. Nice. Not longbow, but arrows, pardon me. Alright. Emowyn, level up. Actually, open locks. Definitely getting into the open locks. Good lord. Okay. My poor Dornbear. I tried to save him, but magic is goofy in this world. And, I mean, seriously, I can read the description of the spell. And it's still going to be like, there will be ways that it does not work in the way that you think it should, but you won't find out until it betrays you. Yeah, I think I may go to Alone in the Dark a little sooner than I was expecting. I'm going to talk to this guy just in case it turns out that the magic items I found were from his friend, but I don't think they will because his friend should be alive and well. Because spiders just... nothing bad ever attacks him. Okay, yeah, but I'm sure he's alive at this point. There's no reason he wouldn't be. I mean, everything in here hates me, but you're fine. Watch it turn out he's actually... he's actually in charge of the Iron Throne. He's sending us on this wild goose chase for his own amusement. Alright. Friendly arm in. Because frankly, I think we deserve a rest. Don't you think we deserve a rest? Having been through the nature trail from hell? Nature trail to hell in 3D. See the severed head that almost falls right in your lap. See that bloody hatchet coming right at you. No, you'll never see hideous arachnids like this again. Till we bring you Nature Trail to Hell Part 2. That doesn't scan and I don't even care. Please don't reveal the secret ending to your friends. Don't spoil the big surprise. You won't believe your eyes. And Bentley's just like, arr. You've been to the Cloakwood, have you? Alright. Actually, I should bring Dorn back to life first. I'm so used to my friends being dead. It's faded into the background after a while. I'm carrying over my shoulder. It's like, oh yeah, I should do that. Thanks for reminding me. I mean, you carry your friend that you're totally pink for through thick and thin for like, a couple of days, and after a while,
Certainly I shall collapse from exhaustion before I fall on the battlefield.
yeah, go ahead and brag about it, why don't you? Alright, what kind of cures do you have available? Thorn Bear. Raise dead. And, while we're at it, antidote. We're gonna need a lot. There's 6 of us. I'm thinking like 24 of these things. Oh, we can only get 15. Okay. Potion of mind focusing, potion of insight, elixir of health. What do you do? Cures poison and disease and heals 10 hit points. Yeah, we need some of that too. All that you have. Oh, that's more than I can. That's more money than I possess. So, since we're trying to literally save the world, and you're a priest of a good aligned god, and you need a planet to stand on, can you see your way clear to giving us a little insight, little discount? No. Okay. I mean, just like maybe bring just a little bit off the top? No. Okay. Okay. Yeah, the situation is made worse by the fact that there's a finite number of these potions, apparently. Unless the priest is just going to make more as soon as we leave. Alright.
We shall hold here. You look tired.
Yeah. He comes back to life, looks at me, and is just like, I'm worried about you. You look tired. Oh, darn. It's good to have you back. Who's my little bear? Just kill me again. Okay. So, equipment time. And it's like, silver ring goes to me. Composite bow. Bloodstone gem goes to me. Healing elixir. Cold resistance. Fire breath. Yeah, I thought about having Dorn use the fire breath potion, but there were people behind him and I was worried that they would die as a result. Am I being too bitter? I don't feel like I am, really. Alright, so Thornbear's got most of his equipment back. Here's your bear helmet. And I still need to identify that, don't I? Here's studded leather. Why do I have studded leather armor? Why am I carrying that around? Nobody here is in particular need of it. Oh, well, we can sell it. It'll be fine. Alright, so... let's see. 3 for Dorn Bear. Ah. And 3 for Minsk and his hamster. And 3 for the healer. And then 2 for me because I stay in the back. And 2 for Zan because he stays in the back. Unless, of course, I messed up on my count. So, alright. Jesu Christos in este. Okay. We have a buttload of potions. Because truly, where would the economy be without potions? What would the economy be like if we didn't have the priests? Yeah, I tried. Like, oil of fiery burning, this cannot be controlled. This is basically a fireball. In the space of time it takes you to throw that fireball, they will be upon you. And... Thorn Bear, here's arrows. Please don't reveal the secret ending to your friend. Don't spoil the big surprise. You won't believe your eyes when you see nature trail to hell. Yeah, I think we all know where nature trail to hell is going. Holy crap.
You must gather your party before venturing forth.
You must gather your party before venturing forth. Okay, so...
Please, seat yourselves whatever you wish.
Oh, excuse me, miss.
I hope our establishment's to your liking.
Yeah, the roads were crazy, Nessie. My name is Nessie. The Mirror Shades hired me to work at the inn almost 5 years ago, and now I wouldn't leave it for the life of me. It's wonderful here with new faces passing through every day. Okay, who are the new faces here now? And, then it just goes into the stuff that I encountered when I first got here. Cool. Just the place has become a sanctuary, a refuge from the maelstrom. I can absolutely dig it. Alright. We deserve a royal rest. Rest. Hello, little mouse. So cute. Alright. Going to sell. Oh, I have to sell the lull gem. The whole reason I'm here is for the lulls. The iron thorn. It's weird enough that I found one. I found 2 of them. Who thought that this was important enough to make 2 of them? Just... how does that even work? How does that happen? I don't know. Indeed, the world itself may never know. Ah, okay. And Imoen is checking for traps as we move through the inn, just like, I'm not taking any more chances. Imoen, my friend, I do not blame you. Good heavens, I need cookies. This has been a hard and arduous path of exploration, and I need cookies. Hang on just a second. You guys can go ahead and move down here, and I'm gonna get cookies. Cookies, cookies, cookies. Apparently I'm a little bit of a mutant. Everybody talks about how they hate oatmeal raisin cookies. I love oatmeal raisin cookies. All these people who say they can't stand them. As far as I'm concerned, that just means there's more cookies for me. Okay. Cloakwood, traveling hours 24. All right. Once more into the breach, dear friends. Once more. And sleep. How dare you interrupt my cookie? This is my cookie time, you Philistine. Alright, everybody has missile weapons. The spider, as always, is completely ignoring the schnook over there. Never underestimate the power of a schnook. Yeah, slow poison in this game, it basically just eliminates the poison. But only the dose involved. This is what I have explored of the Cloakwood thus far. Somewhere in here, in theory, hopefully, possibly, maybe, are the answers that we seek. Now, it's important to remember there are those who are the living messengers of the gods of light and good. People who have a vested interest, not just personally, not just professionally, but spiritually, in making sure that horrible things like this do not get passed on to the rest of the world. And they will not help us unless they are paid. Perhaps it is time that we reconsider communism. Okay. My guess is that that trap that Imoen did not detect. Any day now. Come on over. Okay. He just didn't move. Okay. You wanna come on? You wanna come on over here? No? Alright. Because I've got this on group movement that includes you guys. Yeah, the way that they have these spells calibrated is so odd. The way they have movement calibrated is so odd. This is all so odd to me. But we did get a greenstone ring out of it. It's made out of a stone, okay? That is like green. So, okay. As the rain washes away my tears of despair. I check the main... Okay, so I guess if I went around this way, then I could also have triggered that spell from the other side. And then those same ettercaps would have come along and just completely eaten my lunch. Don't shove me up into the front row. That is not where I belong. Hey, did you see this? Zan, what are you doing pushing your way up to the front in front of the big guns here? Holy smokes, dude. Don't do that. Zan and Imun are both just like, no, you want to go first. Have you learned nothing from poor Minsk and Boo's witch? Kinda here. Yeah, now see what you did? See what you did? You made Minsk cry. Are you happy with yourself now? Are you proud? Huh? Is this what you wanted to have happen? Okay, time to check the world map. What is to the north of this place? Because that is not what I was thinking. Is there more Cloakwood to the north? There's more Cloakwood to the north, isn't there? Is there more Cloakwood to the north? There's more Cloakwood to the north! Oh my god! There's more Cloakwood to the north! Why, God? Why? Well, it's nice and cheerful here. Nothing bad could happen to us here. Let's take a nap. We've been traveling for a while now. Maybe this is the nice part of the Cloakwood. Kind of like when you need to borrow money and no one else will loan to you. So you try to find a nice loan shark. Oh, who the hell are you? Eldoth. You are not the person I'm looking for, are you? Okay. Hidden base in the Cloakwood. Eldethation Star. Spiders in the Cloakwood. Okay, Tiber. His brother's name is Chilak. Chilak should be fine. He's like, if anybody's ever seen Dragon's Dogma or played it, That frickin' thief. I'd keep going like, can I play the thief? The thief seems to be the most powerful person in the area. Alright. Before anything else happens, buddy. Yeah, I've had simple conversations with people before. I know where this is going.
Gentlewomen, may I introduce myself? I am Eldoth Kron.
It is a surprise to find such beautiful people wandering these woods. All of you look rather weary, down in your times, I might say. All of us looking at them with these huge spider bites showing through our armor. We look like we haven't slept in days. Our hair is discolored from all the poison. We're like, really? Why don't we all rest and I'll treat you to some refreshments? Perhaps some Burduscan amber wine. Yeah, no. No, thanks. We don't have the time to drink with strangers right now. Well, you needn't be so rude. I apologize for offering my hospitality. Okay. So this did not immediately lead to an attack. See, here's the thing. I want to talk with the guy. I want to find out what's what. I want to have an opportunity to kind of feel him out a little bit. I don't want the entire party to immediately drink his wine. In the middle of the Cloakwood, which, I mean, don't accept food or drink from someone you don't trust anyway. Ever. Ever. So, is the game going to assume that if I accept his hospitality and we try to talk with him, that I just blindly take whatever he accepts, get myself completely drugged or poisoned, and then the preceding ambush kills us? I don't know what direction the game is going to interpret that. So let's go ahead and try it just for the sake of maybe he's a friendly fae or something. But in any case, no, I'm going to sit down, I'm going to talk, but there's no way that everyone involved would drink his wine. There's no way the game is going to do that, right? There's no way they do that. That would just be silly. That would be stupid. They wouldn't do that. I hope you're enjoying your liquor. Oh. Okay, apparently that was the assumption. It is some of the best you can find. All of you are probably wondering why I'm being so generous. Obviously not from the kindness of his heart, you think? Well, in a way I am. You look like the type to be on the outlook for ways to improve the quality of your life. Well, I have a proposal that could help you in that endeavor. You see, there's a girl, my lover in fact, who desires to escape her father and live on her own. Her father is Entar Silvershield, one of the dukes of Baldur's Gate. This, of course, makes her desires more difficult than that of the average city girl. How are you still alive in the middle of the Cloakwood? However, with your assistance, we could help her escape the tyrannical clutches of Entar. Here is the punchline. Since Entar is going to be hunting us anyway, we can blackmail him for hordes of cash and not worry about our captive escaping. Wait, what? After all, we're doing it all for the sake of Sky. Now, we needn't go about this right away. In fact, I'll help you with whatever you're doing until you decide to head up to Baldur's Gate. Just think of it as one favor deserving another. What? Okay, wait a minute. Did I miss something? We could help her escape the tyrannical clutches of Entar. And then we can blackmail Entar and not worry about our captive escaping. Okay, so here's his plan. he's going to help Sky escape from Entar. Then he's going to tell Entar that she was kidnapped, demand a ransom. Entar pays the ransom because he actually gives a damn. And then he keeps the money, allegedly uses it to help Sky. Okay. Wow. And again, I'm looking at this and I'm going, okay, so this is a full paragraph of information. So I don't think that this is like, I click on hello, and the character says, hello, fucker. I'm going to kill your whole family. I'm going to eat their intros and make you watch. And all this from clicking hello. But my responses are a little limited. It's like, sure, we could use the extra help and your scheme sounds like it could work. Or, are you always this slimy or is this one of your better days? Go find someone else to help in your worthless schemes. So, since I'm curious, yeah, I could have taken Detect Evil, but then I wouldn't have been able to cast Horror. So, could use the extra help. Technically, the scheme sounds like it could work. I'm not committing to helping him with this. So, all right. The closest thing that there is to my stance on this is sure we could use the extra help and your scheme sounds like it could work. I'm clicking on that one. I'm glad you're all savvy enough to recognize a good opportunity when it comes. No, I'm not taking you into my party. It is a pity. Our time together has been thoroughly charming. Perhaps we will meet again. Okay, now. Let's quick save again. I'm curious about something. Detect Evil is a first level spell for Brawn of Win here. So I'm going to go ahead, remove one of the Cure Light wounds, add on a Detect Evil. Then we're going to rest. He is still there. Okay. Bronwyn. Old buddy, old pal. Cast Detect Evil. Yeah, and yes, in fact, Eldoth is evil. I mean, okay, Dorn is evil too. Hey. No. Bear, seriously. You're an anti-paladin. Come on. That didn't happen by accident. Don't act offended now. It's a little late. Eldoth is incredibly evil, so how should Coyote handle this? Should he, A, kill the guy who is almost assuredly planning on kidnapping a young girl, blackmailing her father, and then doing whatever the hell else with her? B, join forces with him because, oh, why not? Emmeline doesn't hate, people who sell sheep meat enough. Or C, just let this cook and see what happens. Do I attack him? Do I join forces with him? Or do I let him go? Any strong opinions from anybody? Anybody have anything they want to throw their hat into the ring for this? Because my curiosity is piqued. So far, nothing is showing up in the comments. Let me know in the chat. It may be that everyone in the chat is just letting me cook and trying to figure out what I'm going to do. And one of the big questions, of course, is, can the 6 of us combined actually take this guy? I mean, this is Baldur's Gate, so I don't know. When someone like Dorn is talking about avenging himself for wrongs that were done to him, I'm actually willing to kind of give a little bit of leeway on that. But, when... the spacebar is not working for pause right now. That's odd. But when it turns into, oh yeah, we're going to kidnap this girl, but don't worry, she's totally into it. Evil. All right, dude, I'm sorry. No. No, no. Also no. Oh, okay. The whole keyboard just isn't working right now. Well, that could be better. Okay. Well, what kind of batteries does this keyboard take? Because that could matter in just a short period of time. Okay. It takes 2 AAA. Before I worry about potentially changing batteries, which I hope I do not need to do, I think I'm going to kill this guy. This guy who just hangs out in the middle of the forested equivalent of eel-infested waters. And you know what? Just in the off chance that he can be affected by a sleep spell, which since he's an NPC, he may be immune. But sure, let's go ahead and go ahead and let that happen. Auto-paused, enemy sighted. Yeah, you don't say. Okay, yes, in fact, it was possible for all 6 of us to take this guy. Felt my injuries are grievous. Gah! Okay. $27 gold, a scimitar, and studded leather armor. Okay. Once again, the question becomes, how are you alive? The 6 of us festooned with weapons and armor and magic, and you're just chilling out in the Cloakwood. No, I feel very comfortable and justified in my actions. Just besides the fact that he was evil and talking about kidnapping and ransoming, there's also the very real problem of a Dreadwolf. Really? Hang on a minute. Okay, the charm lasts for 2 turns. Okay. Minsk. Charm animal on the Dread Wolf. And again, I'm kind of looking at this going, it is a lone Dread Wolf. How has it lived this long? In this place infested with giant spiders and sword spiders. No, Dorn, you're not attacking the Dread Wolf. No, Zan, you're not... oh, bloody hell, there's a lot of them and they're just attacking. Okay. Never mind. I'm sorry. Can the charm just I guess just attack things. The irony that the Dread Wolf that Minsk had wanted to charm and couldn't is the thing that gives him a level up is just heartbreaking. Okay, Minsk has leveled up. Holy crap, Minsk, you're a fiend. Okay. And while we're at it, while we're on the subject of leveling and stuff, Zai, learn some magic, will you? You don't need infravision. Blindness you already have. No, but you don't have blindness, apparently. Do you not have blindness? I guess you don't have blindness. You have blindness now. Find familiar. Identify. Talk and grasp. Find familiar. I'm... yeah, the, yeah, if the familiar should die, the caster loses hit points. Lots of them, and loses 1 constitution point permanently. And, yeah, 1 fireball, and your familiar is cooked. So, I'm gonna go with no on that one. Friends. Okay, temporarily gain 6 points of charisma. Area of effects. The caster. Yeah, that's reasonable. Okay. Still no second level spells though. Sorry, dude. Alright. And on that note, with fresh Thaco and fresh spells and fresh thunder and lightning, with the corpse of the kidnapper who may or may not have also been grooming a young lady to run away with him, fresh at our feet, this seems like a good place to call it for today. I don't know if I'm going to be doing more Baldur's Gate next week or if I'm just going to be moving on to Alone in the Dark. Right now I'm feeling pretty raw about it, so I may go to Alone in the Dark, but we'll see. If you have a strong feeling or just a recommendation one way or the other, feel free to leave a comment. And let's go ahead and save, and we can all get on with our lives. What am I doing with my life? But before we go, I would like to take this opportunity to thank all of my supporters, present and future. I remembered the button. With special thanks to Cryptid Rhea, Guinevere, and ADFE. And most of all, extra special thanks with a twist of lemon to my personal savior, Laughing Gremlin. This channel could not be what it is without your support. Thank you. And if you would like to support what we do, please consider becoming a patron at patreon.com/Coyote de la Mancha, where for as little as $1 a month, you can make a huge difference in my life. Because, I mean, really, it is all about me. Alternatively, you can give a one-time gift at Ko-fi.com/Coyote de la Mancha. I almost said that with a straight face. Ko-fi.com/Coyote de la Mancha. And finally, a huge thank you to all of you who have been circulating the links, recommending me to your friends, and in other ways, giving us general signal boosts and shout-out. I do not have words to let you know how much I appreciate that or how much it helps. Thank you. So, until next week, or until next time, time, man. God, don't talk to me about time. The Cloakwood is mother, and the Cloakwood is father, and they're coming for me again. And why the hell was there a sword spider on the surface? Spiders! Spiders! Holy crap, why? Just why? And then in the middle of it, you'll just have some dude who's like, yeah, I'm not a player character, so I have no problem. Everything's gonna kill you, though. Why, game? Why? Okay. I'm sorry. I went away for a minute, but I'm back now. I'm back now. It's okay. I'm fine. I'm much better now, and I'd like to come out. Can you just unlock the door? I'd like to come out. I know I was a little weird, but I'm better now, and we'll all be fine, and we're all fine. How are you? And I will see you, gentle viewers and listeners, sometime again. Okay, guys, seriously. Open the door. This isn't funny anymore. Just unlock the door.